Hi everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. I realise I haven't posted in a really long time, which I do apologise for. But in today's video, we are going to be making some flipbooks. So as you can see here, I've just used my ruler to measure out the size of my flipbook that I wanted it to be. And here I'm just making all the cards. Unfortunately, I don't have a guillotine, which I do really want one, and I'm hoping to get one soon. So here I've just had to try and cut them all to the right size. Obviously if you're doing this at home, try and use a guillotine or something that will give it a straight cut so you know all the cards will be the same size.
That we met, you looked so fly in your red Corvette. Your hair, your look, your everything. When I see it all, I knew that you were mine. I'm in love with your hair, your lips, your silhouette in the moonlight shine. With my love you want it.
So here I've now cut them in half again, just to make them a bit smaller. However, as I was doing this, I realised the paper was quite thick, so it was a lot more difficult to flip it. So as you can see here, you can see it like sort of does it in clumps at the end. That's because the paper's too thick. So I decided to get post-it notes. As post-it notes are quite thin, and as you can see here, I'll show you, they're a lot easier to flip. So we're going to start off with the pink, because I like pink. So for this flipbook, I've decided to do a bouncy ball. So I originally cut off the sticky bit of the post-it note. I then begin by drawing out my first picture on the first piece of paper and labeling it number 1, and then I put another piece of paper on top of it, and draw my next thing. And you just keep going until you're happy with your little picture and what's going on in the flipbook. You also have to make sure that every paper you put on top of the other, you have to line it up perfectly. You can see a little bit better in the second flipbook we're going to do, that I sort of use my pencil to sort of just line it up properly, because if you don't, the picture will be won't be lined up properly. Also, make sure you use a light box, because this helps you see the previous picture through the next one. I'm using my iPad here because I don't have a light box. And here's our first flipbook. Okay, next up we're going to use the green post-it notes, I believe. Yeah, so here you just sort of pick how many pages you want. Obviously you can add or get rid of them. First I cut off the sticky on the top, as you can see here. I'm trying to line it up properly.
Waiting for you, my love. Completely a fool. Been waiting for you, my love. Head over heels, I'm blinded by what I feel. My love is forever yours. You have my heart, you have my soul, you have my whole, you have my control. Love me tender, love me sweet with you.
So for this flipbook, I decided to do stickman waving. All these both of these flipbooks are quite easy to do, and you can just do them at home. So here you can see I'm drawing out my first scene, and I label it number 1. I then put the next piece of paper on top of that, line it up with my pencil, and I then draw the next scene. Which should be exactly like to him, but I just move his arm slightly up. Continue to do this with like moving his arm, waving backwards and forwards, as you can see I'm doing here.
I can't forget the day we met. Your eyes so blue, me piercing through. I can't forget the day we met. Your smile so bright, it made me swoon. Our love is like a summer's day, hot and endless in a magic way.
So for this flipbook, I'm not going to get him to just wave once. I'm going to get him to wave a couple of times, just to make it more interactive and animated.
Waiting for you, my love. I can't forget the day we met.
You can do this with any lit up thing. Obviously I don't have a light box, but the way I did it was I used my iPad and I basically just took a picture of a blank screen and used that. But obviously you can see it sort of moves it from now and again where I'm moving the paper on top of my iPad. It's a little makeshift thing you can use if you don't have a light box or a light source.
For you, my love. Head over heels, I'm blinded by what I feel. My love is forever yours. You have my heart, you have my soul, you have my whole, you have my...
So yeah, just continue to do this until you have all your scenes. Make sure you number each one as you go along, so that you can put it back into order after you're done.
Life away, never leave me, never let me go, my summer love.
So for these last couple of pages, I basically draw the same picture, just so the end of the flipbook works with the rest of it. You'll see what I mean when you watch it.
Forever yours, my love is forever yours. Forget that.
So here I'm just putting it all back into order by the numbers.
That day we met, your smile so bright, it made me swoon. Our love is like a summer's day, hot and endless in a magic way. Whenever I see you, all I can think is
that sort of just keeps it together. I used a paper clip because I thought it was the best option. Just put a little paper clip on, and I'm just going to show you what it looks like.
waiting for you, my love. I can't forget the day we met.
There are our two flipbooks. So these are easy to do, and you can try them at home. Obviously, you can do a lot more complicated flipbooks, whatever you like. These are just two really easy, simple ones that you can try at home. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you want to see next. Bye!